Tonight you have an opportunity for a raffle win. We'll be giving the raffle prize, main prize, away at halftime of the boys' game. I want to tell you a little bit about what you can win. Number one, it's $500 gift certificate to Daniel Meat Shop. But it's still worth a good cause, win, lose, or draw, as we are supporting one of our own. One of our local bus drivers has medical needs, and proceeds will go to covering some of those medical costs. If you'd like to support this worthy cause and have a chance to win $500 towards a meat certificate at Daniel's Meat, please stop by the lobby and check out the table. Fill out a ticket. You cannot win if you're not entered. And also proceeds going to support a great cause. So get in behind them, get yourself in the pot, and get a chance to win a $500 gift certificate to Daniel's Meat Shop. The Pro Shop is open inside the lobby. If you're interested in finding out how you can be a booster supporter for your Panthers, stop by, check out the merchandise. They'll be open till halftime of this game. Panther Pro Shop in the lobby.
How much food are you going to take? All right, we are doing a microphone check here with our radio station. So I'll go ahead and give you a 3, 2, 1, go. Got it. Cool. Okay. After ready, we're going to start the intro in about 1 minute. So we're going to start the line.
Live, the internet streaming and Belgrade School events is available. Panther Live, check it out on YouTube. Visit youtube.com, search for Panther Live, click on the link, select the event, and you can also subscribe to watch replays and highlights on demand. And who wouldn't want to watch replays of Andy Damjanovic? Check it out, Panther Live, if you can't make the next game.
All right, and welcome to the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade at 388-3178. We are here for the second game of our doubleheader. This time it's the Three Forks boys and the Belgrade boys. Moments ago, I met up with Coach Deming and got some information from him regarding this game. Let's go ahead and listen to that interview. All right, here on the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show, I am now standing by with Belgrade head coach Mike Deming. Coach, you guys come off last weekend, the close loss to Park, and then go and beat the AA team in Helena on Saturday. How do you guys feel coming into tonight's game with Three Forks?
Well, obviously we made a lot of shots against Helena Capital, unlike the previous night in Livingston. So, you know, I think if we can get some shots to fall early, it gets contagious. We have some guys that feed off of open shots and makes. And if we can get some shots to go early and see that, I think that's going to be a boost to our offensive game. But Three Forks is a very talented team. You know, obviously they're very good. They're one of the better teams in their league, if not the state in Class B. We're going to have a nice challenge tonight.
And again, 2 games this week, Three Forks tonight, Dillon coming up as well. Did you guys practice for Dillon as well, or are you just saving that one for tomorrow?
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Our focus is on Three Forks, and we put a couple sets in last night that we want to try to use, and we're going to try to get them on some ball screen switches and see what happens. And so if we can get that, I think we can capitalize, and if not, we still got to play our game. But we put stuff in last night for just tonight, and tomorrow night we'll put things in for Dillon and move on, and that's what we did last night.
Gotcha. Well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you. We look forward to a great game.
All right. All right, my broadcast partner met up with Three Forks head coach recently to get his input on tonight's game. Let's go ahead and listen to Andy Damjanovic as he met up with the head coach from Three Forks.
Okay, welcome to Panther Live pregame show. Ty Elliott, State Farm. I'm here with head coach Terry Hauser of the Three Forks Wolves in a battle with the Belgrade Panthers tonight in the Class B. Three Forks Wolves ranked about number 3 in the state, if I'm correct. What's your excitement for tonight, and what do you think of the game tonight overall?
It's always fun to play up a class. Last year we didn't get to play in the A schools, so I'm excited about that. And we get to play in the event center where we have districts every year, so that'll get us a game under our belt where a lot of teams in our conference don't. I think Manhattan's the only other team that will be able to play here, so that's huge. And I think Belgrade's been struggling a little bit, but man, they're tough. Fowler's one of the best players in the state, so I'm excited about playing against him and the Panthers this year. I bet they'll probably start rolling tonight when they play us, huh?
Yeah, they came off a better shooting against Helena Capital there, 8 for 10 threes, but you guys are great shooters too. And what type of offense you run?
We run the spread offense. We call it motion, obviously, but it's the spread. And then we run a little dribble drive at you, and then just some sets into some on balls, and that's about it.
Defensively, what are you looking to do tonight? Are you balanced kind of a man zone? Do you prefer man? Or?
I prefer man, mainly. I mean, that's what I've always played. That's what Keller taught me. That's kind of what I know. But we'll throw some zone presses at you. A lot of times we'll get zone press back to a man, but we'll play a little 2-3 zone, but 80% of it will be man, kind of in your face. So we like to press 55, full court man.
Okay. Anything with Fowler tonight? Or are you just going to man him straight up, or do you have any schemes up your sleeve tonight for him, or just see what you guys can do out of the gate?
We're just going to kind of play it. Obviously, limit his catches as much as possible. Help on penetration, make other guys beat us is our plan. But nothing crazy. No, just deny him the ball as much as possible. Switch guys on and off of him a lot. I feel like we got a couple, 2, maybe 3 guys that can defend him a little. Try to defend him, I should say. So we'll just keep guys fresh on him as much as possible.
Yeah, and that helps, doesn't it? It helps your guys stay fresh on both sides of the ball, so they can execute as well when you don't have to have one guy on them all night long. So probably rotate. Are you excited to be back in Three Forks coaching?
Oh, yeah. Couldn't be happier.
Okay. Well, this is Panther Live with Coach Terry Hauser, pregame State Farm Ty Elliott. Thank you.
All right, again, that was my co-commentator here, Andy Demjanovic here. Andy, I'll go ahead and bring you into the broadcast. We just finished up the girls' game. Boy, the Three Forks girls can shoot. How about the boys from Three Forks?
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier here in the second game for the boys, Belgrade Panthers.
Now let's meet the starters for your hometown,
hot shooting
Panthers.
As Coach Hauser said in the pregame, that they'll run a lot of dribble drives to create those trees.
A captain.
One decent post player that they can dive it into. So we'll see what both coaches try to do to limit each other's game and try to limit their best part of their game and see which team tries to control the tempo of the basketball game.
All right, again, and you are listening to the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade at 388-3178. Again, we have the boys' game of our neighbors to the west. Last Friday, we had the Livingston Park Rangers here in town. They got a pretty good team of their own as they got the 1-point victory over the Panthers last Friday. Now we're going to bring our neighbors in just from the other side of town here. Three Forks coming in. Top-rated team here in Class B, coming in at 6-2 on this young season. Panthers will also be at home this Thursday. We'll have that one here on 93.7 FM for you as well on Panther Live as the Dillon Beavers come to town on Thursday night. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30 p.m. But the way things go sometimes with JV games is it can get drawn out. We were supposed to tip this game off at 7:30, so we're a little late from that girls' game and some of the earlier matchups, but we are ready to get things underway here between the Panthers and the Wolves as both teams are at midcourt right now, shaking hands, preparing for this tip ball.
Looks like it's time to put the children to bed and go looking for dinner.
All right, here we go. I think I have most of my Three Forks Wolves starters here starred, so it might take us a moment to get these guys' names down right. We're pretty good with the Panthers right off the bat, but it's going to take us a moment to learn the Three Forks starters, so bear with us during this first quarter while we work through that as the tip ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. It's going to be out of bounds and inbounded to Three Forks. And controlling it is Bryce Olson, and this should be an easy name to remember because his sister just tore it up for the Wolves moments ago. Kyle Olson, his sister, Bryce Olson, now here in the boys' game as the Wolves are working it around up top. Right now working to get inside is number 12. That was Peyton Lynn. He misses. Rebound goes to the Panthers. Dawson Fowler will
Great
control.
defense by Easton Page there. Absolutely great defense. Cut him off, bodied him up, make it a tough shot. He was short on the shot.
Matt Walker now on the wing. In the corner to Edwards. No score early on. 7:20 to go here, first quarter. Fowler with a long three on the way. Misses. Rebound to Austin Edwards. In the corner, looking for a teammate. He finds Matt Walker. Walker thought about a three. Edwards, though, will shoot the three and miss. Rebound to Easton Page. Page goes up with it in the key and puts it in. 2 points, first two of the night. Panthers lead this one 2-0, 1 minute into the game.
Yeah, great hustle by Easton coming and get that rebound. Dawson goes to the corner for the outlet. Good steal by Noel.
Yeah, Noel Reynolds picks up the steal, but it comes right back. Yeah, right back as TJ Miller takes to the basket, misses. Rebound by the Wolves, and then going up with it is number 33, Coulter Miller. So a couple Millers I'm also noticing on this roster that we'll have to try to sort through. But foul called against Austin Edwards will send Coulter Miller for the Wolves to the free throw line. We'll have an opportunity to get the Wolves on the board for the first time tonight. And right now there's some sort of a hold-up here at the scores table. I'm not sure what we're waiting on. Looks like we're ready to go now here with these free throws with 6:43 to go on the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. 2-0 Belgrade with the lead as Coulter Miller gets the Wolves on the board for the first points of the night. Second free throw here on the way. Misses. Rebound Reynolds. 2-1 Panthers with the lead. Fowler calls out the play here as he brings it across midcourt for Belgrade. Gets it to Reynolds up top. Reynolds looking inside, finds Edwards. Now Walker back to Fowler. Inside to Reynolds now. Reynolds working on the baseline. Gets it out to Walker up top. Now Edwards on the wing. In the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles inside, between the legs, crosses over,
Nice move by Reynolds on the spin.
Just misses off the glass, can't finish. Rebound goes to the Wolves. Jump stop inside by Miller, kicks it back out, up top here. Olsen, three-pointer on the way. Misses, rebound, Austin Edwards for the Panthers, gets it to Fowler. Fowler down floor here, between the legs, gets it to Walker. Walker on the wing, thought about the three, gets it to Page in the corner. Page inside to Edwards. Edwards working down low. Pivot foot around. Goes up. Misses. Rebound goes to Miller for the Wolves and now headed the other way.
Nice little move by Austin Edwards there to cut across the lane. I'd like to see Belgrade reverse the ball a little bit more in offense to get the defensive move. Good job by Easton Page off the steal for the lay-in.
Yeah, Easton Page with the steal. Goes all the way down and lays it in all on his own. 4-1 here. Panthers with the lead early on. 5:24 to go here in the first quarter.
Good shots by the Panthers, though, right out of the gate in their offense. I like their energy and their tempo. So great job. Noel comes off the screen to help the defensive three-point shot. Good job by Belgrade to get that rebound off the air ball. Easton Page pulls up in transition over the middle.
Yeah, Page pulls up 6-1 now. Panthers with the lead. Inside here to Miller, who lays it in. That's TJ Miller.
Number 32, TJ Miller.
6-3 now, Panthers with the lead.
All six coming from Easton Page.
Edwards now goes up with it, misses. He's fouled. So that's going to send Austin Edwards to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 33 for the Wolves.
Save cash at Town & Country Foods. Town & Country Foods, serving your local communities. Thank you for making this broadcast possible as Austin Edwards is at the free throw line. Misses the first one. 4:43 to go here, first quarter. Panthers with a three-point lead, 6-3.
Hauser.
Now shot on the way here from Edwards. Second free throw rattles in and out. No good. Rebound goes to Lynn. Now inside driving, going up with it and laid it in is number 3. That's Micaiah Hauser. 6-5 here, Panthers with the lead. As losing the handle on it is Page, headed the other way now. Hauser lays it in, and good. 7-6, Three Forks with the lead. Fowler now working down floor. Gets it to Reynolds in the corner to Walker. Walker drives the lane, kicks it out to Fowler. Fowler now crossing back, pulls up 15-footer, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound to the Wolves.
I like to see Walker getting that lane off that flat screen off the baseline. That's actually not a bad place to screen. He got to the middle for a short jumper. I'd like to see him take it. He had some space to me where he could have took that shot. But he kicks it out. Fowler misses. Now we come down. We foul on the floor here.
Foul for the Panthers, number 3, Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler there with the foul for the Panthers. It's on the floor. 6-7 early on here. 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Three Forks with the lead right now. Looking to inbound it is Olsen. And boy, what was the call there? It wasn't a 5-second. Was it on a Belgrade defender for crossing over the baseline? I'm not sure. Well, either way,
must have been just a warning there. Yep.
Either way, it's going to be Three Forks ball under the basket, inbounded to Miller. This is Lynn now in the corner here to Hauser. Hauser drives, goes up with it, misses off the glass. Rebound, Dawson Fowler.
Nice
up ahead to Page. Page lays it in. Yeah, Belgrade takes the lead back 8-7.
Easton Page with 8 points here, Nate, early on.
On the wing now is Hauser. And we have 3 seconds in the key. 3 seconds in the key called against the Wolves, so it's going to be a turnover. Belgrade ball with a 1-point lead. 3:18 to go here, first quarter. Dawson Fowler brings it down the court for the Panthers. Gets it to Page on the right wing. Page looking for a teammate. Finds Klonzinski up top. Back to Fowler now on the left wing. Fowler guarded by Lynn. Finds Edwards up top. Edwards going to drive right down the lane. Misses the lay-in. Rebound to Hauser. And headed the other way comes Hauser right now. He's looking for a teammate. Pulls out. Thinks about the three. Now kicks it over for a three ball from his teammate number 20 who misses. Rebound ends up in Matt Walker's hands. And Walker's going to come down with it here. Get it to Page for a three ball. Misses. Rebound Fowler.
No contact there at all.
Boy, he hit the ground hard. Nice to see that he's getting up. But Dawson Fowler made pretty good contact with the floor. That could have been a pretty tough injury for the Panthers, but he seems to be all right. On the other end, number 20 for the Wolves is Darren Miller. I'll be sure to get that name right here for the rest of the night. 2:37 to go, first quarter. Panthers with the 1-point lead over the Wolves. Inbounded to Walker. Walker between the legs, looking for someone inside to Fowler. Nope, to Spencer Gordon. Now in the corner to Klonzinski. Klonzinski picks up the screen from Gordon, gets it back up to Fowler up top. Fowler gets the screen from Edwards. Pick and roll coming inside to Edwards. Edwards underneath.
Nice.
Lays it in left hand. 10-7 Panthers with the lead.
Austin had a nice post up. In good patience, he grabbed it. He didn't force it back up. He gathered himself so he had body position so he could finish the layup nice and strong.
Now driving the lane, Miller kicks it out to Hauser for three in the corner. Misses. Rebound goes to Fowler. Fowler bringing it down here for the Panthers. Long three ball on the way. Misses hard off the back iron. Rebound to Edwards.
Good hustle by Austin Edwards. Great shot by Dawson. This is exactly what your Coach Deming wants his players, especially offensively, to be doing. Taking good shots and hustling after offensive rebounds.
Matt Walker now with it. Gets it to Edwards up top. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Panthers up by 3. Inside Klonzinski. Nice pass from Spencer Gordon. And Jacob Klonzinski lays it in for 2. Lynn drives, crosses over, goes up, misses. Fowler gets the rebound. Headed the other way for Belgrade. Fowler fakes the pass, gets it inside and is blocked out of bounds. Last touch by number 33. That's Coulter Miller for the Wolves.
Returning for the Panthers, number 21, Noel Reynolds.
And Noel Reynolds comes in for Belgrade.
Great effort there. Austin Edwards goes to the bench. Great effort. He's got some nice looks and finished his last look. He's playing hard out there, giving Belgrade some extra shots.
Reynolds now working it, gets it to Gordon. Now Klinzinski from the right wing, looking for a screen from Fowler. Back to Fowler now. Fowler drives baseline, thinks about pulling up, gets it to Walker for three. Ball on the way, misses. Rebound, Noel Reynolds. Now Walker with it up top. 47 seconds to go first quarter. Driving in the lane, going left hand, getting fouled. And now headed to the free throw line is Dawson Fowler. As the Panthers lead this one here in the first quarter, 12-7. 44 seconds remaining here in this first quarter.
And Dawson's had quite a bit of contact in the last few possessions, and ref gives him a call there.
24, Bryce.
This is his first free throw there, uncharacteristic of Dawson, but it's high energy game right out of the gate, and we'll see how long, and he's probably going to have to play a lot of minutes tonight.
Second free throw from Fowler is good.
Returning for the Panthers,
As Easton Page comes into the game.
There you go. Coach Deming elects to give Dawson Fowler a break there with 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Good break, up 6. 40 seconds, just enough time to get him some water, catch his breath.
Now working it here is Hauser, looking to drive. Double teamed inside, tries to kick it out. Darren Miller with it up top, goes left hand.
Good help again by Spencer Gordon off the penetration.
He was looking for a teammate, number 24, Bryce Olson.
If you can cut those lanes off in the dribble drive, play more of a house man, get your feet on the three-point line, keep guys in front of you. The help keeps your chest up the floor. It's a huge advantage. It really shuts that dribble drive down.
It's going to be Panthers basketball as that one went out of bounds. Last touch by the Wolves. 20 seconds to go. Belgrade with the 13-7 lead. Walker bringing it down the floor. Walker. Nice cut by Page. And Page is fouled as he goes up with it by Darren Miller with just 12 seconds to go here in this first quarter. And Belgrade's headed to the free throw line. Easton Page with the opportunity to add to this lead.
13 foul. Easton Page to the line for the Panthers.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. I don't think that Coach Hauser over there liked whatever the call was.
No, he didn't on that change of possession.
As Page misses the first free throw there.
Well, we talked about in the girls' game, we've got to be able to hit free throws, especially against good teams, because there's not as much room for error. We've missed a few out of the gate here. We've got to get our legs underneath and finish these free throws.
Second free throw now on the way is good from Page. 14-7 with 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bringing it down the court is Olsen. He's got Miller. 7 seconds. Miller inside.
Good help by Easton
Taken
Page.
away.
Klinzinski off the front by Easton Page.
This is a long three by Walker. Misses.
Just off the back.
That's the end of the first quarter with a 3-4.
So that's the end of one. Panthers lead it 14-7. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second quarter. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And tonight's game on Panther Live at high school for 33 years. And Panther Live is also brought to you by Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips in Yellowstone Park, be sure to visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, back here for the start of the second quarter. Belgrade Panthers leading this one 14-7. On top of the Three Forks Wolves. If you missed it in the girls' game earlier on tonight, it was the Lady Wolves picking up the win on the road against the Belgrade Panthers, 66-55. Here in the boys' game so far, it's been the Panthers on top as Olsen looks to drive. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Belgrade, getting things underway here. Three Forks with the ball. It's going to be under the Panther basket. Olsen's going to inbound it here for the Wolves. Looking for a teammate, no one open. Gets it all the way across to Hauser. Now on the wing here to Bloch. Inside to Miller, back out to Bloch. Three-pointer on the way. Misses short. Rebound, Matt Walker.
Great defensive possession by Belgrade from the inbound all the way to secure the rebound and great transition bucket. Walker looks ahead to Edwards. Edwards nice in control. Spin moves back to the middle, finishes the shot for 2.
So 16-7 now, Panthers with the lead after Edwards lays that one in. Is Olsen right now working on Edwards. Gets it to Miller. Miller coming left side. Runs out of room. Back to Olsen in the corner. 3-ball on the way. Misses. Rebound goes to Easton Page. Gets it to Fowler. 7:09 to go second quarter. Panthers up 16-7 as Easton Page comes in a bit out of control and is going to charge into Bryce Olsen as Olsen picks up the, or draws the charging foul, I should say.
Number 32, T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller coming back into the game here for the Wolves. Olsen bringing it down the floor here. Now working is Miller on the wing, double team.
Yeah, good trap there by Belgrade between Edwards and Dawson with long arms. But they get the 3 out to Hauser. No good, but followed by Three Forks, no good.
Yeah, Belgrade comes up with the rebound. Couple chances there for the Wolves. Belgrade comes away with it, though, as Walker's going to bring it down the floor. Gets it to Fowler. Fowler back to Walker. Now inside to Edwards going up with it, missing. Rebound goes to Hauser. Now headed the other way comes Hauser all on his own. Kicks it back out. Stolen away by Walker, but a foul.
They're going to call Dawson on a blocking foul. That's going to be his second foul there.
Wow, so a blocking foul called against Dawson Fowler, the 4th team foul of the night.
The second personal, 4th team foul. Back into the game.
Yeah, it was kind of a late call. I think Coach was wondering that it was already turned over in possession of the guard going the other way, and it was kind of a late call, but nonetheless, Dawson didn't have position there, but they called the block.
Here's a 3-ball on the way for the Wolves. Misses. Rebound. Easton Page almost comes up with it. Now Hauser, though, controls it for the Wolves. Up top to Olsen. Olsen looking for a play from Coach. Gets it to Hauser on the left wing. Hauser gets it inside here. Miller going up left hand, laying it in, and the foul. Coulter Miller is going to go to the free throw line with the opportunity at a 3-point play. And with that, the score is now Belgrade 16, Three Forks 9. And Miller with the opportunity to make this a 6-point game with 5:52 to go until halftime. Free throw on the way is good. So 6-point game here. Panthers with the lead. Dawson Fowler bringing it down the court here for the Panthers in the corner now to Walker. Right back to Fowler. Give and go.
Nice play. Give
Lays
and go
it in.
The cut.
And is fouled. So Dawson Fowler's got a chance of his own 3-point play now.
Dawson Fowler comes back with his own 3-point play there. Great read by Walker in the corner to give it right back. Good cut by Dawson.
Fowler hits the free throw, so 19-10 now, Panthers with the lead. 5:40 and counting here until halftime. Miller with it in the corner. That's T.J. Miller. Gets it now inside to Coulter Miller. Coulter Miller will pull up with the jump shot from the elbow. Misses. Rebounded Dawson Fowler. Headed the other way. Going right to the basket. Then looks for Edwards on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see. Boy, last touch, they said, by Belgrade. So it's going to be Three Forks ball with 5:26 to go. And I don't think Coach Deming likes that call.
Now here we go, the flip opposite side. Now Deming's giving the referees the same screen session that Hauser had.
So now inside, here's Miller.
Good defense by Austin Edwards. Great post defense there.
Olsen pulls up for 3, hits it. 19-13, Bryce Olsen hits the 3-ball with 5 minutes to go here till halftime. Panthers with the lead. Walker in the corner, dribbles it out, gets to Page. Page to Fowler now on the left wing. Fowler drives inside, pulls up 14-footer. just misses. Rebound goes to Miller. Again, this TJ Miller looks inside. He's got Lynn cutting to the basket, laying it in. 19-15 with that bucket. And Coach Deming is going to take a timeout to slow things down here. And I believe we have a full timeout. So with that, let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 30 seconds. And once again, tonight's game is brought to you by Taco Time. Taco Time proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years, as well as Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, here we go, coming out of the timeout. 4:40 to go here until halftime. Belgrade Panthers leading the Three Forks Wolves 19-15. Easton Page is going to bring it down the floor for the Panthers. Full court press here from Three Forks. Gets across to Walker, back to Page. Back to Walker on the right wing. Page up top now. Edwards high post. Out to Fowler on the wing. Reynolds on the baseline. Walker for three in the corner.
Nice shot by Walker. So Three Forks comes out to press three-quarter court to a zone, and they get beat off the three by Walker. Great job by Walker. Good hit.
22-15, Panthers with the lead. 4:05 to go here until halftime. Inside here to Yancey, the big man. Gets it back out to Hauser. Now inside to Miller. Miller working inside on Edwards. Goes up with it. Misses off the glass, but is fouled and is going to go to the free throw line here. Try to cut into this 7-point lead.
Number 25, Austin Edwards. His second personal, 6th team foul.
So Deming will have a decision here with about 4 minutes to go how long he'll play Austin Edwards, so hopefully he doesn't pick up his third personal. And I don't know if you look at Three Forks, if they'll look to post Austin back up to maybe get his third, but we'll see what happens here in the next set of stretches of offenses for Three Forks.
Miller hits the first free throw, second one on the way. Bounces around, is rebound by Edwards, so 22-16 Panthers with the lead. Page drives left hand. Back out to Edwards for the long jump shot, misses. Rebound goes to Miller. And a foul called.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 23, Matt Walker.
Matt Walker picking up the foul there on the rebound.
Back into the game for the Wolves, number 32, TJ Miller.
And because that was the 7th team foul, this will send Coulter Miller to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation here for Three Forks. Front end of the 1-and-1, misses in and out. Rebound goes to Noel Reynolds. Up ahead to Page. Page with numbers, 3-on-2, goes up left hand, misses. Fowler with the rebound and put back. 24-16, Panthers ahead.
Good job by Easton Page to push it, and also great hustle by Dawson Fowler.
On the other end, Olsen misses, but Yancey grabs the rebound and lays it in. Here's Edwards now inside, whistle. Got a foul call that's going to be against Three Forks. 3:16 to go here in the second quarter. 24-18, Panthers ahead.
Fifth team foul. Returning for the Wolves, number 20, Darren Miller.
Klenzinski now.
Good patience by Klenzinski, inside cut off the screen and roll.
That was Edwards who lays it in off the pass from Klenzinski. On the other end, a quick three on the way, air ball.
It's a nice hesitation dribble by Jake off that delayed. Went at it, guard cut him off, hesitated just a little more, and then opened the space back up for the lay-in.
Now Edwards finds Klenzinski. Nice pass right back. Well, how about that duo? First it was the other way around where Edwards got the bucket from the nice pass from Klenzinski. That time Edwards got the bucket on the pass.
Yeah, Belgrade's offense in a nice rhythm, playing together. They got good cohesiveness, extending the lead here to 10 points.
Again, 28-18. Panthers with the lead. 2:33 to go here in the first half.
Number 31, Spencer Gordon.
Spencer Gordon coming into the game here for Belgrade. It's going to be Three Forks ball under the basket. Gets it inbounds. Here, Miller going up with it. Boy, nice shot off the glass for Coulter Miller to make this one 20-28. Panthers with the lead. Easton Page here on the right wing, looking for a screen from Reynolds. Drives left hand. Goes up with it. Just misses. Rebound goes to Yancey. Gets it to Hauser. Hauser crossover. Pulls up for a three. Misses front iron.
Here comes Easton Page. Got the energy.
Page with numbers the other way. Goes
Nice job
left
by
hand.
Easton Page. Great
Wow.
job.
Wow, Easton Page with nice body control lays that one in with the left hand. 30-20. Panthers with a 10-point lead. 1:50 to go till halftime. And right back at you is number 33, Coulter Miller.
Said that name ton tonight as well.
Yeah, so now 22-30. Fowler from the elbow. Good. Boy, buckets right back and forth here. 10-point game again for the Panthers with 1:30 to go. Lynn will go right to the hoop.
Nice job by Spencer Gordon.
Boy, and that burst was because Spencer Gordon planted his feet when Lynn was coming at him and drew the charge. So Panthers, they're forcing the offensive foul.
Spencer steps in over the big guy and is able to take the charge and get an extra possession here for Belgrade to try to extend the 10-point lead with 1:30 to go.
32-22, looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln and RV scoreboard. Panthers on top of the Three Forks Wolves. This is the boys' game. We had the girls earlier. That went in favor of Three Forks by 11 points. Page here on the right wing. Ooh, finds Fowler. Fowler from the elbow. Thinks about the shot. Boy, he's called for a travel. He got hit about 4 times on the body and then was called for a travel. So he's telling that to the referee right now. He's saying, "Hey, I got pushed. That's why my feet moved."
Yeah, it's frustrating. You work hard and you get bodied up, and they pull the chair from you. Your pivot foot slides. Then at that point, because you try to brace back, and he gets called for the travel.
So on the other end here for the Wolves, Hauser finds Miller. Inside to Coulter Miller, who goes up with it. He's going to be fouled. He missed the shot, but he'll be fouled, and so he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, tough matchup for us right now with Coulter Miller because Austin Edwards is out of the game with 2 fouls. So he doesn't pick up his third. So he's kind of going to work now against Spencer Gordon and Noel Reynolds. So Spencer's definitely strong enough to probably get some defensive positioning on him. He's just got to get used to playing him a little bit. But Spencer's definitely a guy who's strong enough and athletic enough to help shut him down. And I think he's got to be able to be a key to help us in the second half do that with Austin with 2 fouls. And Dick Fowler checks in for an offensive possession here, probably only for offense here.
Coulter Miller hits both free throws to make the score 24-32. Belgrade with the lead. Matt Walker here with it up top. Nice pass to Fowler down low. Fowler lays it in with 3 defenders on him, extending it back to a 10-point lead. Now back the other way. Here come the Wolves. Hauser thinks about the 3, drives, goes in, puts it up. Nice right hand from Hauser for the 2. 34-26. Hauser with the bucket. 30 seconds to go. Let's see if the Panthers slow things down. Walker's going to pull it back out. Again, Belgrade up by 8, closing in on halftime right now. Matt Walker with the ball, just slowing things down up top. Belgrade trying to get the final shot here of the half. Miller providing pressure. Walker drives, gets it into Page. Back out to Walker up top. 10 seconds right now till half. Page pulls it out. Looking inside to Edwards. Excuse me, this is Reynolds now. Reynolds working it in. Pivot foot around. Goes up with it. Just misses. Rebound. As the horn sounds, the halftime score is Belgrade 34, Three Forks 26. We'll go ahead and step aside for 2 minutes. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back with the halftime show in 2 minutes. All right, halftime here at the Event Center in Belgrade. Again, this is the boys' game. We got the Three Forks Wolves and the Belgrade Panthers. Score Belgrade 34, Three Forks 26. Again, earlier tonight we had the girls' game. That one went in favor of the Wolves. Score of that one was 66-55. Really hot shooting team coming in town from Three Forks, both the guys and the girls with some nice shooters. I want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory, helping families celebrate a life lived. There is a difference. So again, as we look at the first half of this game, Belgrade with the 8-point lead right now. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in Andy Demjanovic and talk about how we got to this point in the game with Belgrade ahead by 8 at the break.
I thought Belgrade did a great job on both ends of the floor, limiting man defense, limiting the dribble drive offense for kick-out threes. The second portion was they did a fairly good job. Austin Evans did a fairly good job on the Miller kid. He did end up with 11 once Austin went to the bench. So that's kind of what's kept Three Forks in the game. With the Miller kid for Three Forks, number 33 with 11. On offense, I just feel real comfortable with Belgrade's been on offense right now. It's much more fluid in their motion offense. Guys are a little more evenly spaced and got better movement. And they're kind of starting to understand each other a little bit now and each other's roles, whether it's Dawson or knowing that Easting's going to look to penetrate and things of that nature. And we can see how they're kind of gelling. Good passes off the pick and roll. And you even see some of the role players coming in and hit a couple jump shots or layups, and I think that's been the difference. So they've had solid man defense against the dribble drive, good help side off the penetration, and their motion looks really fluid right now.
Right, so once again, we are at the break with the Belgrade Panthers leading the Three Forks Wolves 34-26. Right now there's about 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go until we're getting started with the third quarter. Let's go ahead and step aside for another 2 minutes and come back with what the Panthers need to do to close this one out and what the Wolves need to do to get back in it. So you are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. We will be back with more halftime in 2 minutes. All right, back here at halftime at the Belgrade Event Center. Panthers are back out on the floor here warming up for the second half. No sign of the Wolves just quite yet. This halftime is brought to you by Bridger Orthopedic for all of life's motions. So as we mentioned, the Panthers were pretty good looking on both sides of the floor. Now, what do we need to look for here in the second half for Belgrade to maintain this lead? And then on the flip side, what's Three Forks talking about right now in order to get back in this one?
What I think Belgrade also has done is they have limited Three Forks second chance shots, and they've been able to rebound the basketball. Dawson has been a great rebounder. He's long, gets up, and Easton's able to push the ball into transition. And Belgrade seems in pretty good shape here overall. They're getting their legs underneath, and I think if they can continue to limit the shots of Three Forks, get the ball pushed back out in the open for them in transition where they like it, it keeps Three Forks on their heels, and they can't get much momentum back in the game. And when Belgrade does get fouled, they got to just, again, finish free throws. We're okay from the line, but just like what we talked about in the girls in the second half, if the game tightens up, you got to be able to just hit those free throws in timely times because of either momentum or, obviously crucial moments.
All right, and just to preview, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we have a big second half here coming up, but just in 2 nights from tonight, on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m., hopefully we'll be on time, but at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday night, we will have the Dillon Beavers returning the favor, making their trip here to the Event Center in Belgrade. We had a classic early season game back in December with Dillon at their place, went to double overtime. I think Dawson Fowler had 33 points, including several huge threes that led to not only 1 but 2 overtimes as Belgrade fight and clawed their way back in that one. Let's quickly preview the matchup on Thursday night.
Yeah, it's second time around, and teams usually get better on the second time around, and Dillon dropped a couple after they played us, but we always know that they're a well-coached team, and we'll see if they're still missing head coach Terry Thomas just because of his recovery from heart surgery, but overall Dillon's a beatable team, and Belgrade showed that. And I think this time around Belgrade's got to look to come out to a better start. They kind of got in a deficit over in Dillon up to about 15 points there in the second half. So if they can just maintain consistency out throughout the game, they can't afford to get that big of a deficit this time around, because generally teams are a lot better the second time around, and Belgrade's playing well tonight, so it helps them also get ready for that type of game. Shooters, decent inside post player. Dillon's got that 6'9" kid as well, so this is kind of good. Three Forks is a good team to play going into Dillon's matchup to help Belgrade get prepared.
Did I just hear that you can win a lunch date with Andy Demjanovic? You guys, if you're listening on the radio or on Panther Live, you got to make your way here because we're raffling off a lunch date with my commentator, Andy Demjanovic. What's the deal with that? Is that a surprise?
No, that's Vance's doing.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. So we got 8 minutes on the clock here for the third quarter, ready to get things underway.
But Vance will be paying for lunch. So
hey, that's a good deal. It's Belgrade's ball here to start the second half. Matt Walker controls it here for the Panthers. Gets it to Easton Page on the right wing. Page back to Walker. Here's Fowler now. A long three on the way.
Downtown Dawson Fowler.
Woo! Dawson
Fowler
Fowler.
was as cool as the backside of his pillow.
So 3 ball from Fowler to get things underway. 37-26. Now on the other end, it's Coulter Miller. We've heard his name all night. Great player for Three Forks. He responds right back with the lay-in. 37-28. Panthers ahead. 7:28 to go here in the third quarter. We have a whistle. I want to see what this call was as the ball goes rolling all the way across the floor. Peyton Flynn picking up the second half for the Wolves. Foul here for the Wolves.
Number 3, Micaiah Hauser.
As Hauser will come back into the game here for the Wolves. Hauser, just a sophomore. It's a fantastic young little player for the Wolves. Ball inbounded to Page.
Nice decision by Dawson Fowler. Gets the end one.
Wow, Dawson Fowler cuts inside. Austin Edwards finds him on the pass. Fowler lays it in, and now he's going to go to the free throw line. So a quick 6 points here, potentially 6 points for Fowler to start this third quarter with 7:21 to go here in the third. 39-28. Make it 40-28.
That's a nice play
Panthers
by
ahead.
Dawson. He had the down screen coming for the three. As good decision. The guy got in the front side to force the non-three. Dawson held him for the lob.
On the other end, Hauser hits the 3 ball to respond right back. So it's a 9-point game in favor of the Panthers. Fowler gets it to Edwards. Edwards thinks about driving, picks up his dribble, gets it to Page. Page looking for a screen from Edwards, gets it to Fowler. A long 3 on the other wing. This time misses. Rebound goes to Miller. Coulter Miller ahead with it. Goes up with it. Off the glass. Misses. Rebound Noel Reynolds.
That's what you want there is Miller handling in transition. It makes for an awkward shot for her. He's kind of a back to the basket type player.
Edwards gets it out to Walker. Now Reynolds up top. In the corners, Edwards gets it inside to Reynolds. Reynolds, nice spin move. Goes up, 2 men on him. Kicks it out to Page. Now Walker up top. Now on the high post to Reynolds. Gets it to Edwards up top. Edwards drives, left hand. Spin move. Goes up with the right. Just misses. Rebound goes to Miller. Darren Miller now for Three Forks. Here's Olsen now getting nudged up against the basket support. Foul called against the Panthers.
On the Panthers, number 23, Matt Walker.
6:03 to go here, third quarter. Belgrade 40, Three Forks 31. Inbounding it to Darren Miller, going up and missing. Rebound to Matt Walker. Ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds between the legs. Nice
play by Noel.
Break that one down. Reynolds lays it in. How'd he get open like that?
Yeah, just a nice retreat dribble. Push forward, pulled the ball back, hesitated, and went right back at the guy.
On the other end, Coulter Miller goes up and misses, but he is fouled, and Austin Edwards is on the ground holding his face. I think he might have got hit in the eye.
It's okay. I think he's just got to get up. Unless it's his ankle.
Well, he was holding his face, which made me thought he had an injury to the face. Now I am thinking it's a lower extremity injury.
No. Gets up and now...
Boy, a little woozy getting up here is Austin Edwards. It's gotten quite quiet here in the event center. We're making sure he's all right as Belgrade trainer Matt Hoskins comes out and makes sure that Edwards is able to get off the floor all right. So Spencer Gordon's going to come in and take the place of Austin Edwards while Matt Hoskins tends to Austin Edwards here on the sideline.
Yeah, nice little Kansas shooting move by Noel. They have what they call their shooting drills in practice called Kansas shooting. And one of the last sets is they go one-on-one from the top, and they have variation moves that they try to do to get open for a jumper or get to the hole, and he uses that nice retreat dribble hesitation to get to the rim.
Meanwhile, on the other end, Coulter Miller hits both free throws, so 42-33, Belgrade with the lead. Belgrade breaks the full court press. Easton Page goes up left hand, misses.
Nice job by Noel.
Yeah, Noel Reynolds grabs the rebound, goes up and draws the foul. So Noel Reynolds now will make his way to the free throw line.
Noel's tough to get a beat on. He's has a lot of different moves and feel of how he moves his body compared to what players might think maybe a regular basketball player does. And he gets in there and worms his way in and does a great job.
Reynolds hits the first free throw. Reminder that tonight's game is brought to you by Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on. Thank you for making this broadcast possible on Panther Live as well as 93.7 FM as Reynolds hits the free throw. 44-33. Panthers ahead by 11. Darren Miller gets it to Olsen. Olsen thought about the three, now looks to go inside. Pulls it back out in the corner to Miller. Miller drives baseline, goes up with it. Fouled, and Darren Miller is going to head to the free throw line here for Three Forks.
That was on the Panthers, number 21, Noel Reynolds, his third personal.
Boy, quite a few Millers made their way to Three Forks as the Settlers were coming across, because I'm just looking at this roster and I see
Darren Miller at the line.
3 Millers here on the Three Forks varsity roster.
Miller to Miller. And Miller.
And I got to point out that really Coulter Miller, probably the name you've heard the most of. This is Darren Miller at the free throw line who hits that one. So 34-44, 10-point game here with 5:16 to go here in the third.
Belgrade's done a nice job so far of handling the press. The press hasn't bothered them at all, and breaking it, then they get to the free throw line. So great job again by breaking the press, getting ahead to Easton. He goes up for the shot, gets fouled to the line.
So Easton Page goes to the free throw line after the foul against Darren Miller. Page, first free throw on the way is good. Looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, 5:12 to go here, third quarter. 45-34 Panthers. Make that 46-34 Panthers. This 12-point lead ties the largest lead of the night for Belgrade. As Hauser looks cross-court to Darren Miller. Miller looks to split, and he is called with the travel. He tried to split the zone and got called for the travel. So it's going to be Belgrade's ball here out of bounds. Spencer Gordon will inbound it. Gets it to Fowler. 5 minutes to go now, third quarter. Fowler drives, goes up with the right hand, misses, but a foul called. And I believe this is going to be a shooting foul that will send Dawson Fowler to the free throw line with an opportunity to extend this 12-point lead. First free throw is good. Tonight's game brought to you by First Security Bank, your locally owned and operated neighborhood bank, serving the Gallatin Valley since 1919, member FDIC. Second free throw up and good. 48-34 Panthers, 4:55 to go in the third. Nearly stolen away by Page, out of bounds, Wolves ball.
Good job by Belgrade by extending the lead here in the third quarter. And you always want your guys first 5 minutes of the third quarter is crucial of your energy and tempo to set it for the rest of the game. And so Coach Dimmon's going to be encouraged by this start in the third quarter.
Inside to Coulter Miller, misses, gets his own rebound, goes up again and is fouled. Quite a few fouls here to start this third quarter out as Belgrade's jumped out to this 14-point lead. Coulter Miller's going to have an opportunity to cut back into that.
That's Matt Walker's third personal, so you're going to see Jake Klinzinski come back in, and that's a good sub. We haven't seen much drop-off with Jake in the game. Has made some nice assists and hit a jumper of himself.
And it looks like Austin Edwards is on the sideline and appears healthy. Almost actually run to the scores table to check in, then runs back. So you got to believe that we're going to see Edwards again here soon after he kind of hobbled off the floor a couple minutes ago as Miller hits both free throws to make this one 48-36.
Yeah, I think Demian can get as much rest time for him as possible right now with his lead. Dawson Fowler from deep, just short. That's a tough to defend because you don't know where he's going to pull up because he can hit those shots.
Rebound goes to the Wolves. Controlling it now is Olsen on the offensive end for the Wolves. Gets it to Lynn. Inside to Hauser. Hauser back out to Lynn. 3 ball on the way. Misses. Rebound Spencer Gordon. Klonzinski now. Ahead to Page. Page looks in the middle. Spencer Gordon's wide open and he lays it in off the glass. 50-36. Panthers with the lead. 3:54 to go here in the third quarter. We have a timeout taken on the floor. With that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute.
Speaking of Andy Demjanovic, check out Panther Live, live internet streaming of Belgrade school events.
And Panther Live is brought to you by Taco Time. Taco Time proudly supporting Belgrade High School for 33 years. Panther Live is also brought to you by Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, visit YellowstoneVacations.com. All right, back here at the Event Center in Belgrade, 50-36 is the score, third quarter. Panthers are ahead of the Wolves. And this the boys game, had the girls earlier. Belgrade boys trying to even this one up, get a split on the doubleheader. As Olsen right now controls it on the left wing. All the way across to Hauser. Hauser thought about the three. Gets it in the corner to Miller. Now inside to Coulter Miller. Taken away by the Panthers. Here's Page with it. Page Works around looking for a teammate here. Dribbling up top, gets it to Gordon. Now in the corner to Fowler. Fowler between the legs. 3-ball up. Misses back iron. Rebound goes to the Wolves.
Great shot. That's a shot you couldn't even ask for any better.
Coulter Miller pulls it back out to Olsen. In the corner to to Hauser. And we have a timeout. Is that right, or is this a technical foul? What's going on here?
13, Zach Pitcher.
Do you know what that whistle was for?
Yeah, player got hit in the nose there, one of the Millers.
Gotcha. So Miller, we hope he's all right.
Yeah, I got a quick sub there just to get it figured out.
Gotcha. Okay. So we'll go ahead and restart things. Wolves with the ball, 3:09 to go third quarter, 14-point lead here for the Belgrade Panthers.
Panthers now in their 2-3 zone.
Here in the corner to Hauser, all the way across the court here to number 13, that's Pitcher.
Deming's done a good job rotating the zone up, try to run some clock off, also to help defend Miller in the post, but we foul Miller anyway there by Noel Reynolds.
Yeah, Coulter Miller fouled here on the play with 2:47 to go, third quarter.
Edwards returns to the Panthers. And in for the Wolves, number 44, Corey Yesney.
Looks like it's going to be on the floor, though, not a shooting foul. Both teams have 5 fouls here. 5 team fouls here in this third quarter. Inbounded here to Coulter Miller. Gets it up to Pitcher. Now Lynn in the corner. Back to Pitcher. Finds Hauser on the left wing. Now inside high post to Miller. Corner now. Hauser dribbles out. Gets it up top to Pitcher. Pitcher thought about the 3. High post to Coulter Miller. Miller turns, triple team, gets in the corner to Hauser. 3-ball on the way. Misses. Rebound Spencer Gordon. And Gordon rolled his ankle but hung on. Meanwhile, on the other end, Page misses. Was just blocked, actually, as Coulter Miller grabs the rebound. 2 minutes to go now, third quarter. Still Belgrade up 14. Inside to Yancey. Misses. Rebound Fowler.
Got fortunate there. We're going to have to have done okay, but they're still getting some touches in the paint there.
From the elbow, Edwards misses. Rebound tipped around, and coming up with it is Gordon. Reverse layup misses. Gordon gets his own rebound, and then Klonzinski for 3 is good. Jacob Klonzinski hits the 3-ball from the left wing. 53-36, largest lead of the night here for Belgrade.
Spencer Gordon going all out, even with a bumped ankle there.
As the Wolves work it inside to Yancey. He is fouled with 1:23 to go here in the third. This is going to send him to the free throw line. He'll have 2, and really that's Belgrade's 6th team foul in the second half, so the entire fourth quarter. If Three Forks has a chance to get back in this, it could be at the free throw line.
That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to start fouling, slowing the game down, keeping time on the clock, and let Three Forks creep back into the game with 3 points.
First free throw misses. Second one on the way is good. 37-53 here. Panthers ahead. Fowler will bring it down the floor for Belgrade. Gets it to Walker. 1:15 to go now, third. Klonzinski taking his time up top. Gets it to Gordon on the right wing. Back up to Fowler up top.
And I like that they've extended out past beyond the three-point line. It opens up much more lanes.
Yeah, Three Forks a little more aggressive defensively as Klonzinski gets it to Edwards. Under 1 minute to play now, third quarter. Belgrade ahead 16.
Looks like Coach Deming might elect to even hold even with 45 seconds for maybe with one shot if the Panthers can handle a little bit of pressure extended away from the hoop.
Klonzinski picks up his dribble, nearly stolen away there by Hauser. Fowler controls it, gets it to Edwards.
As the pressure picks up, you got to shorten your passes, and if they overplay, do what Walker just did and back cut there. You can't take one dribble and pick it up, though, as you're trying to hold for one shot.
23 seconds to go now in the quarter. Fowler with it up top. calls out a play, crosses over a couple times between the legs around Hauser, pulls it back out to refresh the count here. 10 seconds to go. Fowler drives, goes up with it, fouled, misses the shot, but headed to the free throw line with 8 seconds to go here in the third. As Dawson Fowler will have a chance to add a couple free throws here.
Foul number 3, Hauser, his first personal. Dawson Fowler.
Hauser picking up the foul for Three Forks, the sophomore. I believe he's the nephew of the head coach.
Yes, that's
Micaiah
correct.
Hauser there.
Yep, that is right.
Fowler hits the first free throw. 55-37, Panthers on top. Tonight's game brought to you by Tire Factory. Always on time, always the right tire, always the right price, and always the best warranty. Second free throw, misses, rebound. Yancey, 5 seconds to go. Lynn across midcourt, behind the back, drives in, goes up, misses off the front iron, and that will do it for the end of the third quarter. The score, looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln and RV scoreboard, Belgrade 54, Three Forks 37. We'll step aside for 1 minute and be back with the fourth quarter. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 1 minute. And Panther Live is brought to you by Taco Time. Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for 33 years. As well as Yellowstone Vacations. For snowmobile and snow coach trips into Yellowstone National Park, be sure to visit YellowstoneVacations.com. Have you tried that yet?
How many trips have you taken?
I've been through the park on a snowmobile once. And I got to get back out there and do that one again.
Yeah, well, we should give Derek a call and make a booking, and we should go sledding.
Let's do that next time. Panthers are at home through a good part of the month of January. We'll have quite a few of those games, including Thursday when Dillon comes to town. All right, back here at the Event Center in Belgrade. 8 minutes to go here in this contest. Start of the fourth quarter. Belgrade 54, Three Forks 37. Panthers are going to look to close things out here in the fourth and get out here with a win over one of the top Class B teams in the state.
Staying in that 2-3 zone there.
Yeah, Three Forks with the ball right now. Belgrade in the zone defense.
Belgrade just got to communicate baseline so we don't get a easy layup, but it is helping Belgrade run some time off. Inside to Yancey, off the glass, high and in.
Corey Yesney.
And I got to say that right. Corey Yesney lays it in there. 54-39 now. Panthers ahead. Edwards up top. Gets it to Fowler on the wing. Fowler between the legs. Inside now to Edwards. Losing the handle and coming out with it is Lynn for Three Forks. He goes hard at the hoop and is fouled into the padding. Boy, that could have been dangerous play as he goes up and down, and looks like everyone's okay coming out of it.
Yeah, it's a clean hard foul. You can't. That's the way to foul. Go for the ball and just make sure that he doesn't get the end one. And Belgrade accomplishes that. Unfortunately, it's Matt Walker's fourth personal, so we'll see how long Coach leaves him in the game.
So Lynn here at the free throw line for the Wolves misses the first. 54-39, 7:07 to go here, fourth quarter. Belgrade with the lead. Second free throw good. Now 54-40. Belgrade on top. Page. It's around Lynn.
Page.
Boy, he was looking for Edwards. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Three Forks.
Belgrade's just got to continue to be consistent in their offense, which they've done a nice job all night. I thought they have a pretty solid flow, and they got to continue that here for the next 7 minutes. Don't let Three Forks chip into that lead at all.
Walker looking to inbound it for Belgrade. Gets it into Fowler. Fowler gets it to Klonzinski in the corner. Now to Edwards. Edwards drives, goes up, off the glass, just misses in and out. Rebound to Miller for Three Forks. Now gets it to Olson. Now in the corner to Lynn. Back up top to Olson. Thought about the three. Drives. Loses the handle. Saving in the corner is Yetzi. Inside to Coulter Miller. Kicks it back out to Lynn. Thought about the three again. Pump fake. Back out between the legs. Now pulls it back out. Coulter Miller now to Hauser on the right wing. Now in the corner to Olson. Inside to Yensi. And we have some sort of a foul here. A little touch call, I think, against Austin Edwards.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call that he reached around and grabbed. That's his fourth as well. So got two Belgrade Panthers in foul trouble for right now. Matt Walker and Austin Edwards. Matt Walker's still on the floor. So we'll see with the short bench right now for Coach Deming what this will entail in the next 6 minutes, if that'll affect the Belgrade Panthers at all or not. Can they keep this lead even though they're in a little bit of foul trouble with two players?
Yensi misses, but Coulter Miller grabs the rebound and lays it in. 54-42 here. Belgrade ahead by 12. Up ahead to Walker. Going up with the left hand, missing, but fouled. So sending Matt Walker now to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 6:08 to go here, fourth quarter.
His third personal, Matt Walker to the line for the Panthers. Shooting two.
So Walker's got two here. And Belgrade holding on to this 12-point lead. First shot on the way and good. Save cash at Town & Country Foods. Town & Country Foods serving your local communities. 55-42 now. Second free throw from Walker. Misses off the back iron. Rebound goes to the Wolves. Lynn's got it here for Three Forks. Gets it to Coulter Miller on the right wing. Inside to Yensi. Double teamed. Goes up off the glass. Misses.
Yeah, we got fortunate there. We're a little late on that help. If we're going to front them, we got to have that backside position there so they don't even look at throwing that lob.
Rebound, though, controlled offensively by the Wolves. Now going up with it is Lynn, and he's fouled. So Lynn's going to go to the free throw line.
And this is what we don't want to do is, again,
his first person.
Start following Three Forks and letting them get back in the game because we're stopping the clock and letting them shoot these free throws. So that's the ninth foul for Belgrade. Luckily, Three Forks is also in the bonus, but it's going to be two double here on Belgrade's next foul.
Yeah, Peyton Lynn here at the free throw line for Three Forks on the way and good. With the first one, cut the lead back to 12 for Belgrade. Second free throw up. And good. 11-point lead now for the Panthers, and full court press shown here by the Wolves. Fowler.
Yep, that's an easy call there. He did grab him. Good call by Todd, the official. That's going to put Dawson Fowler right back at the line.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler looked to split the zone press, and he was grabbed in the process of doing so. So he's at the free throw line now.
Correction, foul on number 12.
What about you talked about the clock stopping and free throws, and so just as Three Forks could shoot their way from the line back into this game, Belgrade's going to spend plenty of time here at the line as well to extend this lead or at least keep distance.
Yeah, Three Forks is probably going to have to stand that 55 press a little bit to try to get some different tempo, maybe get some pressure on Belgrade, and pays off because Dawson misses his free throw there.
Yeah, so Three Forks with the ball here. Olson up top after the missed free throw. Still an 11-point lead for the Panthers with 5:25 to go here in the fourth. Hauser gets it to Miller. Inside to Coulter Miller. And before he goes up for the shot, we have a foul called on the floor.
It'll be Dawson Fowler's third, I believe.
Fowler, his third personal.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler's third personal sends Coulter Miller to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
Timeout, Panther.
But before that, we have a timeout taken by Mike Deming. With that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 FM. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back here at the Event Center in Belgrade, 5:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads Belgrade 55, Three Forks 44. Free throw here on the way from
Miller.
Yeah, from Coulter Miller is good, cutting this lead to now a 10-point lead. Chance to make it single digits with this one, and he does. So 9-point lead here for the Panthers, and full court press right away as Matt Walker splits right through it and then pulls it out to slow it down and gets it to Klonzinski. Klonzinski gets it to Walker. Boy, Three Forks
double dribbled there, got away with one. Coach Hauser not happy because trying to cut this lead with 5 minutes to go, calls like that can be a big advantage.
Now inside to Spencer Gordon, lays it in.
Gordon for 2.
Nice job by Page finding Spencer Gordon and Spencer finishing. Great job.
Back to 11 now for the Panthers. 11-point lead, that is. Colin Miller wants a three. I believe it's Darren Miller, for the three that misses.
Got to get on the floor. See, Three Forks gets that 50-50 ball.
Yeah, Three Forks wins the 50-50 ball. Hauser in the corner, drives, is fouled, so now Hauser's going to go to the free throw line, and of course he's got to be a good free throw shooter.
Page, second personal.
Yeah, he's been solid all night, so we'll see if he steps up into his free throws here.
4:31 to go, fourth quarter. Belgrade Panthers ahead of the Three Forks Wolves by 11. And we jinxed Hauser. Sorry, man. Missed the first free throw there. Second free throw here on the way. Front iron, rolls off, no good. Both. Boy, we really did jinx him. But then giving it right back, Dawson Fowler called for a travel after he rebounded it. 4:28 to go, fourth quarter.
So Dawson probably looking for some contact there for a call, but he did travel, whether it was created by a foul that wasn't called or not, but he did travel, so good call by the official.
Now inbounding it in the corner and kicked out of bounds by Fowler, so we'll go ahead and try this one again. It's Three Forks ball under the basket. Now Three Forks ball in the corner here.
A little tougher angle for him, so that kind of helped Belgrade out. So they're going to try to swing the ball right back to the same side out of the zone. Belgrade's got to talk of the help side. Austin's got to do a little bit better job. He should be on the low side there. Finally gets there. He's got to move his feet quicker. Once the ball gets below the block, he's got to switch his angle. That's easy call there, and I believe Austin Edwards had just fouled out of the game, I believe.
Yeah, so Lynn gets the ball, drives to the hoop, goes up with it, is shooting, and is fouled. Boy. And Matt Walker.
Wow. They give Walker the fifth foul instead of Austin Edwards.
Yeah, so Matt Walker has fouled out of this game.
Free throw opportunities for number 12.
Coming in for him will be Noel Reynolds.
Yeah, it looks like Jake Klonzinski's probably going to have to go the rest of the way with Spencer subbing in a little bit here and there if need be, especially with Austin Edwards with his fourth. So,
boy, Peyton Lynn needed that free throw. Goes in and out. 4:09 to go here.
Yeah, Three Forks not taking advantage of these free throws either.
Second free throw from Lynn. This time is good. 10-point lead. Full court press here. Ball inbounded to Page. Double teamed in the backcourt. Dribbles around it.
He's tough to trap, as you can see, and he gets all the way to the rim. Just misses. Pokes the ball back out. Noel Reynolds with the rebound.
Here's Page again. Gets it to Edwards. Edwards pulls it back out. Gets it to Fowler. Fowler drives. Got Klonzinski on the baseline for a jump shot. No good. Rims out. Rebound to Darren Miller. Olsen headed the other way. Down 10 with 3:40 to go.
Good offense possession there. Good open shot by Jake with 3:30 to go. You got to continue to play in the normalcy of your offense. Maybe if you get down to maybe a little bit around closer to 2 minutes, you can kind of pull the air out. But Belgrade's got to finish here. Got to finish here on the defensive side, without a doubt. That's got to be the focus in the zone. Finish on the defensive side, get rebounds, and get fouled.
And finishing on the defensive side there was Dawson Fowler with the block on Olsen, though it does go out of bounds and give Three Forks the ball back with 3:20 to go. Now up top, Darren Miller gets to Olsen on the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. We got a foul called.
going the other way. It looks like an offensive foul.
How about that? Yeah, I think it's an offensive foul called against, is this Darren Miller? Or, see, the referees are going to talk this one over.
So, yeah, won't be a bonus shooting foul because it's an offensive foul. So
called against T.J. Miller.
Yeah, Belgrade gets possession. If Dawson Fowler just takes off here, he's going to get a layup because the defense is in front.
Edwards brings it down the floor here for the Panthers. Gets it to Page. Klenzinski now on the right wing. Pressured, pulls it back out, back to Page up top. Now Fowler. Fowler puts it on the floor. Behind the back, looking for a teammate. Thought about a three, gets it to Page. Under 3 to play now. Ball stolen away from Edwards. Three Forks headed the other way with it.
Looked like a lot of contact there. I think Austin has a good case for getting fouled. Nonetheless, Dawson gets the long three-point rebound there, and he gets fouled himself. So,
yeah, the Wolves on the other end, after getting the steal from Edwards, missed a three-pointer. Olsen missed a three-pointer in the corner. Dawson Fowler grabs the rebound and is fouled, sending him to the free throw line, which is where we stand right now with Dawson Fowler headed to the line.
One thing I see defensively, though, even with Austin Edwards, is his closeouts on his threes. Kind of be careful. He leaves his feet to check out on the three. And I know we've always taught, Coach Deming talks, close out low and slow on a three because you don't want to get caught in the air because you don't want to foul a three-point shooter. So he's got to be aware of that here with only a 10 or 11-point lead now as Dawson hits his free throw.
Yeah, 58-47 Panthers with the lead. 2:37 to go here, fourth quarter. Wolves with the ball. Darren Miller gets it in the corner to Lynn. Lynn to Hauser. Now to Olsen. Olsen on the right side, looking inside, high post. Darren Miller drives, goes up with it, lays it in, good.
Darren Miller.
And then coming through with a quick foul on the press. Dawson Fowler is going to go back to the free throw line. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads 2:15 to go on the clock. Belgrade 58, Three Forks 49. Fowler here at the stripe. Free throw is up and good. Extends the lead back out to 10 points. Second free throw also good. 60-49 now, Panthers ahead. And on the move right away are the Wolves. Long pass, losing it out of bounds. Turnover. Boy, a costly turnover there for the Wolves, giving the ball right back to Belgrade. Ahead to Fowler. Fowler's going to bring it back out, maybe force Three Forks to foul.
Yeah, here we go with the 1-4 high set.
Fowler now up on the elbow, gets it to Edwards. Edwards drives in left hand, off the glass and in. 13-point lead here for the Panthers with 1:50 to go in the fourth. Three ball on the way from Miller is good. That's Coulter Miller who hits that three, making it a 10-point game, and then a timeout taken immediately by Three Forks. Just a 30-second break, so we'll stick right here with you. Just want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Want to thank our Belgrade students who helped make this broadcast possible. Baron Vandenbroek, our president of our broadcasting club here at the high school, as well as Cooper McCormick, who's running the scoreboard. Thanks to those guys who help out make this possible. Also Ed back there at the station. 1:48 to go here, fourth quarter. Panthers ahead by 10 with the ball, needing to break a press here. Edwards thinking about the football pass all the way down the court. Decides just to give it to Easton Page in front of him. Page looking to get across midcourt. He does. And then just weaving through the entire defense and going up with it and missing off the front iron. Ball tipped around. Reynolds fighting for it and then tips it out of bounds. So with 1:36 to go, the ball is out of bounds and it's going to be inbounded to the Wolves. Hauser here. Gets it to Olsen. Olsen to Miller. Now in the corner to Hauser. Back up to Darren Miller. In the corner to Lynn. Lynn drives, goes up, baseline, misses, rebound, Klonzinski. Fowler with it now. Minute 10 to go. 10-point lead here for Belgrade. No foul yet here. Boy, you got to assume that Three Forks is going to need to foul as Fowler goes up with it and is finally whistled for the foul with 59 seconds to go. 10-point lead here for Belgrade.
That was on number 20, Darren Miller. His fourth personal.
Darren Miller picking up his fourth personal of the night. Tonight's game brought to you by Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on. As Dawson Fowler rolls in the first free throw to make the lead 63-52 Belgrade. Again, less than 1 minute to go here in this contest as Three Forks is going to go ahead and empty the bench. Trailing by 11. Coach Hauser's elected to bring in some fresh legs here. Fowler here for his second shot. Is good. 64-52, Belgrade ahead. As Riley Berman checks into the game for Belgrade. Might be his first varsity action we've seen so far this year. Saw him on the football field make quite a few plays. 40 seconds to go now in this game. Belgrade up 12.
Yeah, he plays hard. He's an real athletic kid. As you can see, his feet's pretty good.
Up with it now and missing. Panthers come down with the rebound. Klonzinski will bring it down the floor. 29 seconds to go. Looks like Three Forks is going to elect to not foul here, trailing by 12. Reynolds with it now. Loses the handle on it. Klonzinski now, just 10 seconds to go in this one. Reynolds, 5 seconds. 2, 1, and that should do it. Final score, Belgrade 64, Three Forks 52. So the Three Forks Wolves come in and put up a pretty good fight, but Belgrade comes back, or really holds on for the victory. And as we said, getting ready for another big one coming up on Thursday night. We will have that right here on 93.7 FM as well as Panther Live. But I'll go ahead and let you break down this one. Let's close this one out, Andy. Break down this game for us tonight.
Yeah, Belgrade continued their success offensively in the second half there. They got in a little bit of foul trouble, but Coach Deming went to his zone to even slow their dribble drive offense down a little bit more. Belgrade hits the free throws. Three Forks had a little bit of opportunity there. They cut the lead to 9, but they actually missed some crucial free throws late as well. But Belgrade, I think, overall just did a great job offensively. Nice fluidity. Dawson Fowler finishes with about 16 tonight. And I like Belgrade's energy on the offensive floor. Everybody played tonight with great energy, and I just thought they seemed ready to play.
Right. So once again, final score here at the Event Center in Belgrade. Panthers defeat the Three Forks Wolves 64-52 for Nate Parsegian and Andy Demjanovic. Thanks for tuning in on Panther Live as well as 93.7 FM. We'll be back on the airwaves on Thursday night when the Dillon Beavers come to town. But for now, we'll kick it back to the station.